Hello everyone, Thor here. I'm going to go over my top 11 VGM. I was trying to do a top 10, but I got a lot of good things this year. They didn't necessarily come out this year. This is top 10 that I got this year. There's a couple of good grails I had to put in there. Lists are subjective, and my opinion changes depending on the day, but when I threw this together, this was what I thought. I'd love to hear your opinions below and some of the releases you got this year that you really loved. Also, I have a lot more video game and movie and technology content coming, so please sub to the channel, and hopefully I'll talk to you all soon. I'm very active in the comments and on other social media, so let's get to it. I grouped these two together because I bought them together, so I went Parasite Eve 1 and 2. I was going to put this higher in the list, it's just there's so many good releases, but I couldn't skip out on this one. One of the reasons why I had to do a top 11 rather than just the top 10. I mostly got video game music. I got another video coming where I do regular vinyl top 10 for, but I bought a lot of EGM this year. Put a link to my Discogs so you can see the full collection and what I got this year and what this is going up against. I'm also going to throw up a track I suggest from each one. I don't have these recorded, so I'm going to link to other YouTube. I'm definitely going to give them credit in the comment. Next up, I'm going Valhalla. I played that game a couple years ago. The soundtrack always stuck with me. I bought it this year for my sister, and she liked the game. I think it's a really good game. I'm looking forward to Nirvana, but the soundtrack for Valhalla is really, really good, and here's a song I really like from it. It's between Hopes and Dreams and Welcome to Valhalla, but we're going to go Welcome to Valhalla because it only feels right. Next up, we got Paradise Killer. This is a game I found out because the vinyl group on Facebook I'm on, they're amazing. If any of you guys stumble on this video, I just want to say hi. Thank you for, I've been in the group I think for almost 2 years now. I always like video game music and used to listen to some like Final Fantasy music on YouTube, but I've definitely gotten more into grabbing the soundtracks, especially on vinyl. The group's amazing. They're very helpful and very welcoming. Again, this isn't a game that was on my radar, but I heard the soundtrack was great. I love the art style. I love the music. I like the game. I just wish the ending was a little bit better, meaning that you kind of picked the ending, but you know, I guess there's not a definitive ending, and I kind of wish there was, but I like the idea of a lot, and it was a lot of fun. I 100%ed it on Steam this year. Here's a track from it that I like. All right, next up is DuckTales Disney Afternoon Collection. Now, before you bring your torches or close the video because Paradise Killer is not higher, this one's super nostalgic. The rest on the list are either super nostalgic for me or they're grails. The next one's probably going to drive some people crazy too, but this is why lists are fun, right? We all know what track I'm playing. I love this game. This or Mega Man 2 was my favorite Super Nintendo game growing up. I love the remake. I love the show. I even like the reboot of the show. The Moon, let's go. So yeah, next up we have PT. This one is one of the best horror records. You can throw it on Halloween. It's amazing. It's an experience. Definitely worth a listen. It's tough to get a hold of. You know, I paid a good amount for it, but definitely worth it. You gotta listen from the beginning, but whoever did this rip did a really good rip and nice touch with the cockroaches. Mine didn't come with the cockroaches, but I got the sticker saying the record can't harm me. But we're going to get to the music before it gets a chance to, because I'm here by myself, so. Hey, Thorback, my lights literally flickered when I started playing that, so I wish I caught it on camera, but it was kind of awesome. So, yeah, definitely check it out. Hopefully I make it to the next one. All right, everyone who's still with me, this is Thor from the future, since PT gave me some technical difficulties too, so I really think the record is haunted. So it's back in the closet where it can't harm anyone. Now we've got a new release, the Dragon Age release. This one might have been higher because I love the Dragon Age series, especially the Origins and Inquisition. I'm hoping that BioWare can finally put together a good game again, even though they're a shell of their former self. Origins and Inquisition, and even the second one was rushed, was, you know, as good as it could be with how quick it came out. But the soundtracks are always amazing. Gotta love the characters. There's a bunch of good ones to pick from, but I'm going to go with the main Inquisition theme because I played through it again recently. Alright, I'm cheating here a bit. Got two more on this one because I couldn't choose. I like them both. Throw a track from each of them that I really like. You know, Mega Man 2 is one of my favorite games, so of course I'm going to go with, there's a lot I like that from that, so probably throw up the Wily's theme. For me, it's between X and X4, just because I'm super nostalgic for both of those games. I did play X2 and X3 a lot, but I played mostly X since I had it on PC and also on Super Nintendo. We're going to go with Storm Eagle. I'm going with Doom. I'm super nostalgic for it. My dad bought Doom for a computer on floppy disk, and I remember floppies? Probably not. But we installed it, Windows 95. I remember I was one of the first people that I knew to beat it. I was like 5 years old, and I ran through the game pretty quickly. Didn't get a lot of secrets, but I learned those later. My dad and I would share them with each other. He was a big Blake Stone fan too. He played Blake Stone, Aliens of Gold, and Blake Stone Planet Strike. I was more the Doom guy. He was the Blake Stone guy, and we both, you know, bonded over playing that. I further got into shooters as I got older. I don't play them as much anymore, but you know, I used to play a lot of Unreal Tournament and games such as that. But you can't go wrong with Doom. We're going Level 1. That's such a great song. Everyone knows it. So, yep, next up we have Evolution of Gaia. like I said, these top ones are probably more nostalgia, and I'm very happy to have them. This one was one of my favorite Super Nintendo trilogies. I had this in Soul Blazer. Terra Enigma wasn't unfortunately released in the States. It was probably the first game I ever emulated because I couldn't wait to play it, and probably the best of the series. Lucia Gaia, now that I'm older, I know it's kind of a messy game, but yeah, I love the soundtrack. I love the game. I love playing as Will, turning into Friedan and Shadow, and even though parts of the story are a mess and the translation's a little rough, I was 7 or 8 when I played it, so it was a good age for it, and I just loved the idea of going on an adventure with your friends. So very nostalgic. Soundtrack brings me back all the time. For this, a lot of songs jump out at me. South Cape, Angkor Wat, but we're gonna go Earth and Womb. So here we go. I couldn't find a rip of the vinyl, so I'm a big rock and metal fan, and Final Fantasy 6 and 7 were two of my favorite soundtracks. They were some of the first soundtracks I used to look up on YouTube and just listen to while I worked, or worked out or whatever. I had the soundtracks on my phone, and you'd listen to some of them. It's what really got me into video game music. So I just got 7 this year from Knights of the Round. Their other albums are really good, but this is probably my favorite. I'm a little biased, but they do some good work on the other ones too. Great band, definitely check. Bunch of great songs on the album. They have a whole thing where you watch on YouTube where they go through all the Final Fantasy VII music. It's a really cool playthrough. I recommend checking it out. They do it to footage of the game, but they also uploaded the record. So instead of finding a vinyl rip for this, we're going to play it from their YouTube because I think that's only fair. Hard to not go with One Winged Angel, but we're going to go JENOVA just because that's what I'm in the mood for. Alright, I've been showing, clips from a lot of these. It's video game music, so usually I don't get copyright strikes, so hopefully I don't, but if I do, it's fine. My non-video game vinyl one, I'm obviously not going to show clips, but last one, I'm going to the Lunar box set. I know they're separate, but I got both. I got the box. It's an awesome set. I'm very nostalgic for this game. One of my favorite PS1 RPGs. I love the soundtrack. I've beaten it a bunch of times. Huge fan of it. I still have them in my collection, and really hope they could come back and maybe do a remaster someday because it could use an update. Awesome game, fun adventure. I'm gonna go with a song from Lunar 1 because Lunar 2 is good, but 1's probably my favorite. I played that a lot as a child. I'm gonna go with How the Story Begins because I don't want to do anything with vocals just in case I get copyright struck, but it's an awesome soundtrack worth giving a listen through. So here we go. These are some of the favorites I got this year. I got a bunch of great records this year. It's a really good year for releases. Looking forward to what's coming in the next year. You like the content. I have a lot more gaming. I'm going to do some more video game music stuff. I also do some tech things. I'm also going to keep the music reviews. We do a lot here. Definitely check out more stuff. Subscribe. Would love to talk to you in the comments, and comment below with your top 10 VGM you got this year if you got some. Or, maybe your favorite video game soundtrack if you don't really collect. Anyway, I got to knock out a bunch of other videos too. So thanks for hanging out. I'll see you in the next one. Thor out.